What's up, guys? Today I'm going to give you 5 big ways to either save or make more money, and some of them take very little effort, if any, and they can save you thousands or even earn you tens or hundreds of thousands over the years. So I'm going to jump into it. I'm going to throw out some of the things you've heard before as the small stuff, and then we'll get to the 5. Okay, so first of all, use a discount phone service. Buy the older version of a phone, not the monthly payment for the brand new phone. Decrease your heating and air, utilities, water expenses. Cut your own hair. That'll save you $600 a year. Cut the cable TV. That'll save you nearly $1,900 a year. Drink tap water, not coffee, not soft drinks, not alcohol. Those will save you thousands a year. Decrease your restaurant and dining out budget. If you calculate the average cost of Americans' expenses on those things that I just threw out there, just the last few, you'll save $9,000 a year. Now, maybe you're not going to cut it all out 100%, but if you cut out some of it, you might save $4,000 to $5,000 a year, which is a nice investment fund. A couple years that buys you a new car. It could pay for a lot of things, college, etc. Now I want to jump into the big 5, but before we do, please hit the subscribe button if you're finding value in these videos. All right, so number 1, don't leave large sums of money sitting in your bank account. If you're basically holding cash in your bank account, you're just holding a depreciating asset. Cash typically goes down in value about 1% to 3% a year. It can vary dramatically, but it hasn't varied much over the last couple of decades. So essentially, cash is not a good asset. It doesn't increase in its value inherently. And then of course, banks don't really pay much for holding it, especially in like a checking account. You probably don't get any money back from your bank for having it there. So don't leave big sums of cash sitting in your bank account. Go put it in the stock market, real estate, etc. I prefer the stock market because it's so easy. There's no employees, no bosses, no time frame that you need to make your trades or whatever. You can be as active or as inactive as you'd like with that. So I recommend the stock market. Take most of your money that's sitting in the bank, throw it in the stock market if you're not going to need it anytime soon. That way you're building growth over time with money that would otherwise be depreciating and the bank would be using to make themselves money. For more info on how to get started on the stock market, check out my video, Stock Market Basics. It'll walk you through how to get started investing in the stock market. Number 2, use credit cards for all the expenses that are possible. So some expenses you are not allowed to use credit cards without collecting a fee, but most general shopping, clothes, entertainment, etc., you can use a credit card. And if you're using a credit card that gives you good rewards, you're earning back a few percent. So credit cards could pay anything from, fractions of percentages up to 5%. Typically it's around 2 or 3%, but if you have a decent credit card and you use that on all your expenses, you're going to save thousands of dollars or at least hundreds over the years. So I just calculated for you real quick. The average household in America spends about $6,600 a year on groceries. So if you save 3%, that's nearly $200 a year that you're saving just on your groceries alone. So you add in clothes, entertainment, vacation, fuel for your car maintenance, all the spending that we have just in living life, you're literally going to get into the $1,000 to maybe several $1,000s depending on your budget and household, right? So that's going to save you a lot of money throughout the year just by purchasing on a credit card instead of with cash. And then just make sure you pay off that credit card monthly before any charges occur, so that way you don't pay any interest on those purchases and the credit card company will pay you instead of you paying them. Number 3, don't leave massive amounts of money in your house if your house is not paid off. Okay, so today mortgage rates are 3%, sometimes even less. So that's so low that you can actually earn way more money in the stock market or other investments. You don't want to just leave your cash tied up in this asset that's, it is making you money, but that cash could be making you more money somewhere else. So really what's making you money in a house is the appreciation of the house. Of course, paying down your mortgage will shift the asset and is how much you actually have in equity in your home. But the way that banks work If things go south and you can no longer make your mortgage payment, they don't really care how much you've paid off. In fact, it works in their favor. If you've paid a lot more off, and then you stop making the payments and they can take that house. Now they've got both most of the cash and the house itself, and they can turn that around and sell it on auction and make more money for themselves. So if your cash is tied up in your house and things go south for you and you can't make your mortgage payment for a long time, you might lose the house. Whereas if you took the cash out, you put it in an investment elsewhere, and you sort of keep that buffer between you and bankruptcy, losing your house, but also at 3% mortgage rate, you could be earning more like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11%, maybe even more in the stock market. This year I made something in the range of 38% on the stock market. So, it's not really worth it to me to have my cash tied up in my house when I can make that kind of money somewhere else. Okay, number 4, start your own small business to take advantage of the tax opportunities that exist for business owners. W-2 income is highly taxed, whereas people who own businesses can write off various things to keep more of the money they earned. So there's advantages to both types of income, but you might as well take advantage of both types of income as well as far as the tax breaks are concerned. As you're probably aware, you get tax credits for various things. When you're a business owner, it's dramatically more opportunity to write things off or show depreciation or show losses in your business. So if you can start a side hustle of some sort, there are many creative ways that you can write off taxes and keep more of the money you earn. There's even ways to pay yourself for renting your house for your business meetings. So for more information on that, I would recommend you go check out the video, Keep More of the Money You Make and Build Sustainable Wealth. It's when I interviewed Derek Van Ness, and we talked about this very topic. And he had some very creative ways that you can take advantage of taxes by starting your own side hustle business. And number 5, fund your 5 key accounts before you spend any money. So I have a video on this one as well. Basically, you should have at least 5 accounts that you send your money to automatically, one of which is your stock market investment account. You should have an emergency fund. You should have a slush fund that's for general spending. You should have a vacation and entertainment account, multiple accounts. So what happens is your money drops in and you have automatic deposits going out to all these other things that help you save and appreciate your assets. And then you know just how much you can spend after those things have taken place. See, a lot of people wait till the money's gone and then they go, there's too much month left. What you want to do is make sure you put the money in the right places and then spend the money that's left. So you want to just flip it on its head, make sure that you have money at the end of the month, not month at the end of the money. So those are my 5 big tips that you can take away to make yourself more money or save yourself money. If you implement all those things that I talked about, there's potential earnings of literally thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. And I hope it's helpful. If you got some value out of this video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'd love to hear what creative ways you have of saving money or earning money in your side hustles. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.